Welcome back, guys, to my playthrough of the Outer Worlds. Where we left off, we were doing the companion quest for Nyoka, and we also got the companion quest for Felix, which all take place on Skilla. I think that's what it was called. So we made it to Skilla, and we're gonna continue with Felix and Nyoka's story. So let's get to it. Okay. Well, I guess it just shows where I can find primals. Let's go here. Okay, let's see. Anything in the shops? The Duchess. Pooper. Oh god.
No good, boss! Try another weapon!
Freaking.
Hey, got it, boss!
Well, he showed them. You guys still find something?
One all right, boss?
Check the shops. See what they have for sale. Probably nothing. Yep, a whole lot of nothing.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That had to hurt!
How many did it say I needed to collect? 3. Reject.
Take him down! Yeah! Now that was fun!
Okay, I just need to find one more. What is in here?
Life signs abnormal. Administering stimulant.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're too late, Mr. Robot.
What was
Right, here we go! We could get through!
All right.
UDL terraformer discovered. Well, I guess this thing was trying to terraform this piece of an asteroid.
Huh. I would have just broken it.
Everyone all right?
I thought that was its freaking head.
Right, let's dance!
Alright.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth, something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Let's see, now to do the thing for Felix. Spacer's choice. I'll have to land back on Scylla. Take you out, put you in. Hold trip cave bread. Save it here, just in case. You never know, could get a crash, game could crash. There's a vending machine. What do you got? You got some snacks. Critical damage, post number damage dealt.
What you need is an on-staff germ killer.
Clyde must be inside.
Must be nice.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Through you if you push me. Felix Milestone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
I got my sights on you.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Let's see what we have in here. 44 Ultimate Bolter. Ooh, rate of fire. I don't got it freaking enough for it. Eventually will. Hopefully.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
I'll just let you two work this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. It's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through a test?
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
Let's pretend to take care of a problem. What happens after that?
Then Felix will have done me a favor, and I will be grateful. I imagine we'll catch up on lost time, have a long talk about his future.
What did this Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
Yeah, we'll do this one. What do you think, Felix?
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
Alright, we'll take care of it.
We get rid of this traitor for you and I'm in? I mean, assuming I want it.
We're building a new world together, Felix. You'll want in. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
There's something I'd like to ask you.
Let's hear it.
Felix tells me you disappeared one day.
I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the Groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left.
You might have said something.
I had some ugly business in Scylla. If I told you, I would have implicated you.
You said you were working on something big. What was this it?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
What makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay.
So it sounds like you've got some plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
That's all for now. Let's go do this thing. I mean, I haven't decided if I'm going to kill the guy or not. Let's talk to Felix, see if he has anything to say about all this.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Something about this feels strange. Are you sure we can trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
I think you're being too forgiving of the guy who abandoned you without a word.
Yeah, I'm still not over that. You'd think a grown man would know how to let go of his past. But I guess I'm just not there yet.
You were a kid and he was like an older brother. That's not something you get over.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Walking out on a kid when you're pretty much the only friend he's got? That's pretty damn low. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
Yo, Fry Man. We'll do Felix thing first, and then we'll do nyokas next. Okay, let's see. Friendships do.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Take you out. Put you in. Let's go. Let's go.
Rizzo's Herbal Berry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
Break's over. We need to talk. Are you Rosina Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lives around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I'm on the level. You can ask Julene about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I repaired the Groundbreaker's radiators for her.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh? Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Got a few more questions.
Please, just make it quick.
You and Trisk split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow, never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
What do you got to say, Felix?
We still going after Trask, boss?
Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% off.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
There's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Are you keeping any secrets from me?
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me?
Let's do this one. I'm one of the Lost Hope colonists. The scientists revived me from hibernation.
Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
That's funny. Are you sentient?
What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
Your secret is that you were in love with Alex Hawthorne.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion.
You are clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Battery levels are fully charged.
You're fired. Back to work, Sam. Walking into those two doing stuff. Go to Terra 2. Edgewater, Roseway. I think we was in Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Getting some lag spikes here and there.
For this!
Don't mess with us! Primalness.
One down!
Dang it.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Good guess. What makes you think I work for Harlow?
Right. You just stumbled into a camp full of armed strangers because you wanted directions. How much is Harlow paying you?
Nothing, because I'm not working for him. I've got my own reasons for being here.
Let's assume I believe you. Tell me what you want.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Hold on, you got some explaining to do.
Say your piece.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
You asked me to take you for your word, showing me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
If you got proof, let's see it.
I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I am going to ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
See what he has to say.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
Trask said he had evidence.
I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. But we owe it to ourselves to find out. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base. We should go take a look.
Before we head back to Scylla, I am going to explore that Primal Canyon. Whoa, I don't know what the heck that was. That's the first time I've seen that. What's up, Primals? I'm coming for your booty. Oh god.
boss!
Don't you think you have come rock at me?
That's the last of them.
I did read online that depending on which difficulty you're on, there's only a certain amount of flaws you can have. If you're playing it on the easiest difficulty, you can only have, I think it's 3 flaws. And if you play it on, I think on the hardest difficulty, you can have, I think, all of them? Or you can have as many as you want. I don't know why it won't let me freaking... Give me a second. I don't know, the guy does sound pretty sus.
got my sights on you.
I get my sights on you.
These receipts detail payments made by C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services, including are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities.
We need to have a word with Clyde.
What do you think about this evidence?
Looks like Trask was telling the truth. It's all there. Receipts for services rendered, payments, records, ship manifests. Clyde was a pirate for hire, and the board was paying him off. In typical board fashion, they left a trail of receipts behind. Ain't that just ironic?
Let's go have a talk to him.
What's the word?
Trask had a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Show him the papers. You've been bought off. I've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Take your best shot, asshole. That's the last of them.
Huh? What was that?
Here they come!
Take them down! Boss! What? Did I hear something?
Jackass isn't coming!
What was that?
Looks like we're doing this! This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Never really know what's going on inside someone's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
Money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
I think you're better than that.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, boss. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Level 20. Okay, let's see, what should I get? Science weapon damage. Increases your movement speed and action speed when tactical time dilation is active. I'm gonna get this one because I am gonna try to get that one flaw. Okay, since we did that, do this one. I guess I'll get this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. Got a lot of experience for that. Gonna take all this stuff. 182. It's not bad. Now, let's see. Yeah. Do this one. Yeah.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Take you out. Put you in. Give him the lazy eye. Plasma cutter. Range damage. Let's get this one. What you, Sam? What do you have? Generated negative reputation for skill. Reduces negative reputation for skill for kills when Sam is in the party. And I'm sorry for not talking a lot. Not feeling well right now. I'm not feeling Gucci. Am I heading in the right direction? Follow the road.
Ram, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
Pew pew.
Returning fire!
Resuming passive mode.
Here we go!
Pollutant purified. Cannot sanitize that contaminant. Invasive contaminant detected.
Oh, come on.
Cannot sanitize that contaminant.
Did I tell you to attack the stupid robot?
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah, right? Yeah. Here we go.
After I defeat this Manta Queen, and I'm gonna call it for this part. before I place these, I'm gonna loot this whole freaking place. Wait, what does it want me to do?
And maintenance job fulfilled.
Oh, missed something. Okay, let's do this.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
Let's let her talk.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
Let's let her continue.
We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
We're gonna let her continue talking.
She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another.
Oh,
Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Incoming!
This area has been sanitized.
Let's talk to nyoka, see what she has to say.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Let's do this one. Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
Let's do this one. They'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
The closest thing to his sister that I ever lost. His most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. Between raptidons and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. At the very least, you came back to us in the end. One of the very few who deserved better. And that looks like... Well, I still gotta do this one. I'll do this one in the next part. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next part, we will be doing doing that part for Parvati do part of her companion quest, and then we'll continue on doing the main quest. But yeah, if you do like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, until the next one, peace.